Hey guys, and welcome back to today's NBA video play of the day. If you're interested in getting more pick content, you can head over to our main website, stumpthespread.com, which I'll throw a link to down in the video description. Over there you can access our daily free play, as well as all of our top confidence premium bets. Also, if you're interested in getting more pick video content, be sure to click that subscribe button and check out our daily MLB play of the day video as well. So heading into today's video, we're going to talk about a matchup between the Indiana Pacers and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Just got two games in the NBA playoffs on the board today. Indiana, they were surprisingly able to mount a fourth quarter comeback in Cleveland in their game one matchup, but the Pacers' efforts came up just short as they went on to fall to the Cavs by a final of 108 to 109. Indiana closed out the regular season strong, winning their last 5 games in a row, and this was a positive sign for an Indiana team that was really having a tough time picking up any sort of wins over the closing month of the regular season overall, really slipping in that playoff picture before they were able to close out in a very strong fashion for the Pacers. So Indiana, they got some big contributions out of Paul George and Lance Stevenson in game one, as Paul George was able to notch 29 points while Stevenson put up 16. It's kind of interesting, you know, Stevenson has had his moments in the playoffs against LeBron James, and he's kind of been a thorn in Cleveland's side in the past, even though his team hasn't been able to get past Cleveland. It's still kind of interesting to see how that dynamic plays out in this series. Indiana's defense improved throughout game one as they gave up over 30 points in the first 2 quarters against Cleveland, but in the second half, in the third quarter, they gave up just 26 points, and then in the fourth quarter, they were able to hold Cleveland to just 17 points. And I think this is more indicative of how we might see this series play out in the coming games. You know, the final score we had in game one was 108 to 109, and when you add that up, it is up to 217 total points. Right now, the over-under for game two is set at about 210 points. We saw the defense for Indiana really improve there in the second half, and we expect to see more similar numbers to what we saw in the second half, maybe giving up in that mid-20 point range than giving up over 30 points. Indiana doesn't necessarily play the fastest ball by any means. They rank about mid-tier in the NBA in both scoring average and total defense, so certainly not a team that necessarily tries to put up a lot of points on a game-to-game basis and doesn't mind necessarily playing in the half court. And when you head into postseason play, you tend to see more half-court driven defensive basketball than up-tempo contests, as teams value each possession a bit more. So that's just something to keep in mind here. So then we have the home team here, Cleveland, and they didn't have the kind of opening game performance that they were hoping for, but the important thing for the Cavs is they were able to grab the win and go up 1-0 in the series. Cleveland simply hasn't been as dominant as we were expecting this season overall, and it'll be interesting to see if the Cavs are able to reach their top form during postseason play. Cleveland was outpacing the spread through 3 quarters in game one, but a poor showing in the fourth quarter made it so that the Cavs came up well short of anything close to the cover. Cleveland got strong production out of LeBron James in game one as he put up 32 points and 13 assists. So, like I said, in the first half of game one, Cleveland put up a ton of points. Going into halftime, they had themselves 66 points, but only by the end of the game were able to muster up 109 total points. I think that things are going to slow down a little bit more like we saw in the second half coming into this one, and as a result, I feel like the under bet is going to be the better value play, especially with an Indiana offense that hasn't been all that consistent over the past month of play or so, and also an Indiana team that doesn't mind slowing things down more so into the half court. So heading into this one, we're going to go ahead and side with the under bet as our NBA pick video play. Also, guys, if you're interested in getting our MLB Play of the Day video, be sure to check that out over at our channel. If you want more of this pick video content in the future, you can click that subscribe button. And for just more pick content in general, you can head on over to our main website, stumpthespread.com, and over there you can access our daily free play, as well as all of our top confidence premium bets across the NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, and MLB regular season. So thanks, guys, for stopping on in today, and we'll see you in future videos. Bye.